So most people think that you have to lift heavy for low reps to build muscle. But the truth is all rep ranges, low, medium, and high, can build muscle equally if you train the right way. So in this video, I'm going to break down the differences, what's actually the same, some of the universal rules that apply to all of them, and how to use all three for the best results possible. So let's start out with low reps, and everybody's got their own opinions, but I would say it's between 1 and 7 reps. This range is best for building strength, right? That makes sense. You're moving around heavier weights. You're doing the big lifts like a squat, deadlift, or a heavy row. The great thing about this rep range is you're not going to experience the burning sensation that you would from higher reps. And this makes it a little bit easier in my opinion, but you're trading that off for where you're going to actually have to bear down and grind through some reps. And that can be uncomfortable if you're not used to it, but over time it does get easier. Okay. With medium reps, you're going to be around 8 to 12. And this is the old school rep range for muscle growth. You know, certifications and gym bros would say that this is the gold standard, but newer research shows that that's not really true. 8 to 12 reps is a great rep range because you are going to build good strength. You're also going to get muscular endurance. So it's a nice balance between the two. But, you know, sometimes it's going to help to go higher reps as well. So 12 to say 25 reps. And this is where that burn is going to really kick in, okay? You're going to get a lot of lactic acid, which can be painful. Some people really like it. But don't confuse the burn for better results. I think that's the biggest mistake. It's just your body using sugar for fuel. Lactic acid is the byproduct, okay? Another thing a myth is that high reps is better for toning. And that's not really true. Remember, all rep ranges will build muscle if you push the intensity, right? And so there's no real difference between high reps and low reps with toning, okay? But what I do like about higher reps from time to time is if my shoulder's hurting or my back hurts, that does seem to help, okay? But one negative with the higher reps is you're not going to build very much strength from this. Things that, you know, trying to pick up or do gardening, picking up the groceries, all those things, picking up your kids, you're not going to get a lot of strength from it, okay? But, you know, talking about the low reps, medium reps, high reps, there's 3 big rules that apply to all of them. I think this is important. Number 1, you got to train, or there's 2 rules. You got to train close to failure if you want results, right? You can't expect to gain very much muscle strength or bone density if you're not actually pushing yourself. I see it all the time in the gym. Someone's going to do a set at maybe 50% effort and they rest 20 seconds. They do another set at 50% effort, rest 20 seconds, and then they finish a third set. And they never needed a break. It was easy. You know, sure, they're exercising, they're moving their body a little bit, which is awesome, but they're not going to get the results that you're looking for, okay? Number 2, progressive overload has to be present, meaning that you're going to add weight, add reps, improve your form over time, because you can't expect to stay the same weight, reps, all that stuff, and see results over the long term. If those 2 points aren't in place, the rep ranges won't matter. So, you know, now that you've got that, how can you use all 3 together to get great results? Typically, I would do low reps on your big compound movements like squats, deadlifts, bench press, okay? I would do medium reps on accessory lifts, which could be variations of what I just said, but machine presses, lunges, leg press, stuff like that would be your accessory typically. And higher reps would be for more isolation work like biceps, triceps, things like that, or, you know, joints that hurt. So if your shoulder's hurting, maybe you're going to go higher reps, lighter weight, right? If you combine all 3 of these rep ranges, you're going to build strength, muscle, and muscular endurance. So I think it's really great to try to combine them. But let's talk a little bit about why lower reps, heavier weight might be more efficient, less taxing physically and mentally, because you're not dealing with that burn, right? So the workout feels a little bit easier. Number 2, each set takes less time. I mean, if you're doing 8 reps versus 20 reps, it's going to take less time, right? Plus, it's going to actually produce results for your activities in daily life. You're going to get stronger. You're going to be able to do things, right? I think that's important. Lastly, bone density is probably going to be improved the most. But don't lock yourself into the 1 rep range. You know, remember, use them all to get all the results. And if you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And DM me at Pello Fitness on Instagram for my free workout programming course. It'll show you exactly how to put all this into practice. Hopefully you have a great day. Thanks.